friends. Happy Monday. Welcome back. How are you? I'm just a little tired. Got my sloppy shirt on, it looks like. Anyways, so it is a beautiful day. I got the window open and the breeze is just blowing in. It's in the low 70s. The sun is shining. And it's late afternoon, so Mr. Jerry is outside. He's been taking care of our summer stuff. Well, mainly garden stuff and any little things that we have around the backyard and stuff. And so he's been doing that. Tomorrow's supposed to be another beautiful day. Well, actually the whole week is. So I know that one of these days we're going to go up to Pearson's Orchard Family Market. They've got, I think it was a Bosch pears, and so we wanted to get some of those to can this year. And we'll have to decide on apples. So but really that's about all that I can see. But went out to the garden this morning, and a lot of it is dying back, which it should be, and we just need to get out there and rip all the yucky stuff out. And I did get a small harvest this morning. And the carrots, I think there's like 2 or 3 out there I couldn't quite get to, and they're about the size of baby carrots. I don't think that they'll get any bigger. They should be, you know, double that size, but little baby carrots is still good. So, and the Romas, I got a couple of those, and they got to turn a little bit more, and then they'll go into the freezer with all the other Romas. And we're just waiting on his acorn squash and his butternut squash. His butternut squash is turning out to be like little minis, and I didn't plant little minis, but hopefully he'll get some butternut squash. If not, when we go to Pearson's, I know that they have some up there, and maybe we'll just pick up. He doesn't eat it very often because it's just him. I think I would like it if he would cube it up and then drizzle it with olive oil, salt and pepper, and then roast it in the oven. But he tends to cook it up like you do if you're going to do mashed potatoes. And then he puts a lot of butter and brown sugar on it. So, but we can always get some of that and then stick it into a dark area and cover it up so it will keep a lot longer, but we'll see. Did more yogurt this yesterday, made bread yesterday because we were about out, and so that was all done. And as far as the weight loss journey, weigh-in will be Friday, and I feel like I'm doing pretty darn good on it, and just tweaking things a little bit here and there. I've been doing the treadmill since last week, Thursday or Friday, something like that. I can only do 7 minutes on it, so I did it all weekend except for Sunday. Jerry and I agreed Sundays we wouldn't be doing anything like that. And then today, we normally do it at nighttime, but he has a bad foot, and by the end of the day when he walks, his foot really aches. So this morning after breakfast a little bit, he went and he got on it, and he went from 10 minutes to 20 minutes. And then I decided I would get on it because I know me. If I don't do it right when he does tonight, I won't do it. So I got on it and I did 10 minutes. I was so tickled and he was so proud. He kept saying, "Good job, babe, good job, babe." Now I'm not going very fast. I'm only going like 1.0, but I did 10 minutes. So I did get a pedometer and it's been counting my steps all weekend. And so far I've been averaging about 2,000 steps, which isn't bad for me who is retired and sets and everything. So the walking on the treadmill helps. So Miss Nala, she just got some loves. She got to have some loves. Yeah, you say hi to everybody. Yeah. And Simba yesterday woke us up real early, just sick. And he was on the bed and I booted him off the bed. He got sick on the rug on the floor. We got up and he came out into the kitchen and Jerry cleaned up in the bedroom. Got up in the morning and we found another spot over between the kitchen and the living room. Sorry, dry throat from allergies. And I don't know, sometime during the afternoon we found the main mess under the dining room table. So we're trying to decide. He got sick one other time. We feed him wellness wet food, and the shreds made him really sick. So we quit buying the shreds. And then there was, in this pack of it, there was called bits. And so that's what Jerry fed him. And so now we're going to see if that was it, or they get a treat at night, which is just dry Temptations. And we don't know which is doing it. So last night he got no wellness at all. He got his dry food, and then we also do Fancy Feast for him. And we kept that really light also. When Nala wanted her treats, you know, he wanted something, so Jerry gave him 2. And he seemed to be okay with that. But today he's acted a whole lot better. And then today Miss Nala's been acting kind of funny, so who knows. She hasn't gotten sick or anything, but she's right behind the camera. She's giving herself a grooming bath because she'll get ready to go to sleep. So, but other than that, I was cross-stitching yesterday. I pulled out another cross-stitch that I had started last year, and I really like it. But there's a lot of confetti in it, which just means you change your colors a lot. But I really want to get that one done. I have not picked up the Halloween one. I'm just all over the place with my crafts. And then I'm in a mystery sock Halloween thing that Clue 1 started. Well, they released it over the weekend. And so it is a sock pattern, and I'm not going to show anything until Clue 2 comes out after Saturday, and I'll take a picture of what I've gotten done. I'm going to do 2 socks at a time. So I got the one part done, Clue 1, and I just have to repeat it on the second sock. So, and all the sock colors are glow in the dark, and the kit came with a glow in the dark little light, and then the charms, when you put the black light on them, they glow. And so, and it came with a little mug in it, and So, but let's see what else, because I already showed you we went to Jamie's and got you all those mugs, and Mr. Jerry is still working on my coffee mug wall holder. It's just at the point of he has it stained. Instead of using water base, which he could then bring it in, he used oil base. He likes using oil base, but my sinuses won't allow that smell in the house until it has set and cured for several days. So, and it's being nice out, and he's, you know, he's been enjoying it. So today I decided that I wanted to do, when I was walking on the treadmill, there was a gal that, because we have our TV, and I was watching it, and I was watching her do a gingerbread ornament. And I always like doing ornaments for our kids, and I'll probably do some for us. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look for in my yarns for colors for the gingerbread ornament. And so I need to make another one. And then I found a tree one. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a couple of snowflakes, and I'll see what else there is. But so I'm going to just show you. They're really simple. They're all crocheted, and I'll try to remember to link under the description the 2 people that I got these from, because they were very good at up close, and these don't take hardly any time at all. So the Christmas tree one is going to look like this, and you start in the center and you just work your way out, and then when you get to the top up here, you just leave a long strings for a loop. And then on the bottom, now I use DK weight, is just in a 3.5 millimeter or a USE, but depends on how big you want it. This right here is 4 inches. It's a 4x4. So it is 4 inches by 4 inches. But I really like the looks of this one. It is just so unique. And what she did was she found little beads, and then she just sewed little beads on for the lights. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do that. Probably not. Probably just do it just like this. But what she did was she made a lot of these, and then she put them on a garland. And what she did was she crocheted a chain, and then somehow she did the tree, and then when she got done, she just continued on. But so she made a bunting, as she called it. So she did several of those, and like I said, I want to do a couple more of those. And then a different lady did a gingerbread, and you start out with the head, and the way that you turn it, you go from arm to arm to leg, and then you just do a chain so long for the scarf, and then you just do your embellishments. So, and yeah, you can see on the back, but that really doesn't matter, I don't think. Oh, Mr. Simba, you startled everybody. There's not room for you to be up there. So I'm definitely going to do, I'm going to do a darker gingerbread and another tree. I might do a white Christmas tree, because you know, snow-covered white trees. And but I will definitely do these all again. Have not sewn at all. There's no place for him to lay up there unless he lays right on my fabric, which I can see him doing. But other than that, I was going to show you everything I ate today, but by the time we have supper and everything, this vlog will be up really later than what I like to do, because I like to put it up around supper time for us, so I have the evening not to worry about it. But I think we're going to have corn chowder for supper, and not for sure how many points it is. We'll see. He's been working outside. He really likes this corn chowder. I'm not for sure, like I said, on the points, but what you doing, Mr. Simba? So this morning I had my fruit smoothie, and I am being diligent. I'm getting my scale out, and I set my Ninja cup on it, and you know, instead of using a cup of milk, I'm only using half a cup, and then a half a cup of water. And then when I put my baby spinach in, I zeroed out, and then I do all the grams. And the same with the fruits. I usually do either blueberries and strawberries, or strawberries and cherries, or, you know, there's like two of main of those, but today I did strawberries and blueberries. And then I did a banana, and when I put them all in separate, and then I zeroed out, so then I got my phone next to me so I can input the grams to see how much it is. And then my yogurt, I do the same thing. I dollop it in until I get a serving size, sometimes a half a serving size, and I input that in. I just started doing it for almost a week or so. Premier Protein vanilla powder, 1 scoop. I think that's about it, and it gives me a full thing. And so I'll put the points as I was talking about it. Maybe I'll put, you know, how many points in the macros. And then for lunch I had a chicken salad. I had lettuce. Sunday we had baked chicken, and the second breast tore up and chunked it up so that I have about almost 9 ounces of chicken to use this week. And I used 4 ounces in my salad. And I did the same thing. I put the salad bowl on the scale, and I just weighed everything out. I know that cheese can be like 5 points for a 1/4 cup, and I only did it by grams, what I felt like I liked in it, so that it wasn't the 5 points. It was either 2 or 3 points. The raisins I like in there, and instead of a 1/4 cup, I only did like 2 tablespoons, or how many grams half of it would be. 1 small apple. And I weighed out my Bolthouse ranch dressing and my croutons. And so wherever I could take my grams, I took it and put it in my tracker. And is it extra work? You betcha. But if I want to get this weight off me, a little inconvenience right now is, in the long run, going to pay off. A little inconvenience of me getting on that treadmill when I really don't want to. When I sit there and say to myself, oh, it's a beautiful day, you should go for a walk. But I know me, I won't go for a walk. I'll just work around the house or outside, but I won't go for a walk. So if I can just get on that treadmill, if I can just get my scales out, even for our supper, weigh out, we're pretty good on that though. If the recipe says it will make 8 and Jerry cuts it in half, then he will measure out how much is in there. and then I can sit there and set it up in the tracker recipe, and then I can say it's 1 serving. So, and I even, our glass of milk, I thought was 8 ounces I was drinking a month ago. And well, however long I've been drinking milk, and I always took the 5 points for 8 ounces. And then one day I sat there and I thought, I'm going to put this on the scale and see. It was 12 ounces. So, yeah. So I've been weighing that, but now I know for that. But anyways, if you see them, you do. If you don't, I decided not to show them, or I'll put them at the end, but supper won't be on there. And I'm going to try my darndest to, you know, I get 33 daily points on the diabetic plan, and I get 28 weeklies. And I am just going to try to divvy up my weeklies by 4 points each day onto my daily. So that would, instead of 33, it gives me 37. So if I happen to go over, I'm okay. So, but yeah. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go so I can get this edited, get it up, and maybe make another Christmas tree. I should just make some more of these too. I don't know. We'll see. Oh no, there was a snowflake I wanted to do out of yarn yet. So what I want to do is just do a base of, you know, 3 or 4, and then I can go back and do however many I want. Sometime this week my cross stitch ornament stuff is supposed to be coming in, so I can start doing the little itty bitty ones. But other than that, hope you all are doing well. Hope your weight loss is going good, and congratulations to anybody who has been losing. Congratulations for the ones that are maintaining, and the ones that have gained and still going. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you, because it is hard. It is hard. No matter what level you're at, it is hard. So stay strong, my friends. We got this. And let me know, are you already thinking about Christmas stuff? And do you do ornaments, or do you just not do any small little things like that? I just enjoy creating. So thanks for stopping by. Till we can meet again. See you soon, my friends.